All right, we are live. Welcome to the YouTube Content Creators Association. I am your guest, the Atheist Veteran.
And I'm Prometheus the Prophet.
It is lovely to have you. Sorry, we're starting a little bit late. Stuff happened, life happens. You know, just how it is. Yeah. Today's topic is pedophilia inherently wrong. Spoiler alert, it is. But yeah. But so the reason why I chose this topic is because I have done a video on my channel on this topic, and apparently it's a little bit more black and white of a subject than I am comfortable with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Yep. So I'm gonna show a clip of the video that of little snippet of the video that I made that is in question here. So here we go. Like, it's fucked up that the Vatican. Oh, by the way, Prometheus, can you hear that?
Huh?
You can hear it, right?
Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Let's play it again.
The Vatican should be called the Prey Boy
Yeah,
Mansion.
I can hear it.
Good. I figured out
Oh,
what it was.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I just. I mean, no. I'm against rape is rape. Period.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Oh
harm.
yeah. So a little bit of context. I was in a Purple Rhymes with Orange's live stream that he holds like every Thursday about a month ago.
Okay.
And this person popped in, and I made the joke, but called the Vatican should be called the Playboy Mansion. And this wonderful person chimes in, so let's see what they have to say.
I mean, the fact is, statistics, and I'm going to get myself kicked out now, right? Fact is, statistics have shown that when in places where pornography is legal, or when in places like these former Soviet states, when they went from Soviet where pornography was illegal to where pornography was legal.
So he's about to, well, what sounds like he's making the case for is that pornography is legal, sexual assault cases drop, which makes sense,
Yeah, it was legalized prostitution.
Yeah, so but we're about to get, but that's not what he wants to say. He's
Yeah. If you're building up suspense, you probably shouldn't have labeled it pedophilia is not okay.
Yeah, I know, right? Sorry. But yeah.
The number of instances of child rape actually went down. I mean, child pornography. I don't think I said that clearly.
What did you say?
Yeah. So that's when the bomb dropped. And I'm not gonna give my little I don't know. You want to sit through my little spiel or not? You just you got to go to the.
Oh yeah. Let's go for it.
All right, let's go for it. I'm gonna copyright claim this fucking video, this stream. That'd be fucked up. So, needless to say, at this point, I was kind of floored. For a second there, I was like, "Oh, he's talking about regular pornography." Yeah, it makes sense. The assault would be down, because of access to fucking, a good means to shoot a fucking load. But you can tell I'm having a little bit of dry throat right there. And I make a point right here, so we're gonna get to
that. If you make when child pornography is legal, you reduce the number of cases of child rapes and molestations.
Yeah, but the problem with that is that you have to, take pictures of children to have child pornography.
Well, I mean, one, the drawings exist, and two, the photos exist. If you destroy the photos, they have to take new photos.
I should have asked this question when I was in there. I was like, dude, have you ever seen like a used porno mag? They're destroyed. They're pretty fucking destroyed,
Although there is this interesting debate that's going online about the concept of lolicon. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I know what lollies are. I didn't know they were having a con for them. That's kind of gross.
No. I mean, well, lolicon. It's yeah. All right, but yeah, they basically they're thinking like lolicon is a way to get around to have like legal child porn because it's not like actual child porn. It's just literally a drawing.
Yeah, but
And
actually, I remember that when they actually outlawed even that, 'cause that's against the law too. You can't have drawings of supposed kids, you know. But yeah, I remember when they outlawed that. But the point I was making is that you're is that yeah, fucking you, the porn isn't going to last as long as you hope it will. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a tiny thing wrong with what this guy says. Yeah, but then there's going to be an industry for it, and it's just going to
No, it just doesn't work that way. The
Why not?
statistics don't say that.
What statistics?
it does.
It does.
That's how it. That's how it happens.
That's exactly how it works. You create a demand, someone fills that demand. That's economics 101.
It was like a whole like I can't remember how long it was, but there was like this guy that got taken down, like had like the largest child porn ring. I can't remember how long it was, but man, it was but it was like a real sophisticated network. So that's probably the best way to put it. But
Well,
man, yeah.
So the reason why I brought this video, I received a lot of comments because I refused child pedophilia or go to the library and fucking try to look up that way. I'm sorry, I just don't need to resources and statistics to fucking know that child pornography and child fucking is wrong. I just don't need it. It's not something I need to add to my life. Is this quest for knowledge on child rape? I don't need it. I know it's wrong. You don't need to be a genius to know it's wrong. You don't need to have a degree in it to fucking know that it's wrong. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so and the statistics he points out, and he's like, "Well, I get furious at this point. I wanted to punch him when he says this shit."
Yeah, I mean, what are the odds that he's a troll?
I don't think so. I think he's been on the stream many other times. I think they know who he is, but I hope he's a troll. I really do.
Well, yeah, because I mean, like Amos Yee.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been trolling on the subject for I don't know how long now.
But I made that point, and there was one person that flipped out in my comments and was like, "Well, then you should make a video on it if you're not willing to do research." And they did it. I'm just like, what research is there to fucking do? I mean, seriously, I don't need to debunk this guy's fucking statistics because I could just tell you their shit, and I'm right. I have a 99% fucking confidence that I'm right. Okay. And I don't need to fucking, go through child pornography statistics just so I can have that extra 1% of confidence. It's not.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, you would literally have to violate the standards of what's its consent, like consent laws, because people under 18 are not allowed to legally consent to anything.
And I made that point. So there's not going to be an industry for child pornography if you need child pornography to keep
you do the research and find out for me. The thing
why do I have to do a research? You're the one making the claim. You tell me why. Exactly. It's like, why the fuck do I have to do the research? Fuck you. Fucking you're gonna come in there making all sorts of fucking bold ass claims like that. You better have the fucking research to back it up. I shouldn't have to fucking do it. The fucking common consensus is that child pornography is wrong. Fucking prove me, change my mind. Change my fucking mind. Do I have to do that meme? Just sit outside with a sign that says, child pornography is wrong, change my mind. I think I will. For the next, because there's going to be a part.
Oh yeah, just like edit out Steven Crowder, like do an edit of the sign.
Well, Alex Jones.
Oh yeah, I mean, are we going to get into that? Because
no, that's something else. I'm sorry. I wanted to talk about this mainstream issue only, but because it just pisses me off, and it needs to have. You know, I was talking to someone on Twitter. It needs to have fucking light shined on it because there is a movement growing. It is fucking growing. I've seen more and more of it on YouTube. I have several videos of fucking pedophilia apologists lined up after this video. So yeah, it's a growing movement, and it needs to be stomped out ASAP.
The
Okay,
number of
me.
cases went down.
You're the one.
Is
You're
the-
the one sitting here telling me
Hey,
that child
wouldn't-
pornography
wouldn't-
isn't so bad, but
Wouldn't the number of cases go up? See, you're saying
the thing is, they do go up because you're in order to have child pornography, a child has to get raped. That's simple.
Well, I mean, child pornography is not. It's not just that. I mean, it can literally just be a naked picture.
Yeah.
Which, I mean,
but
it's
still,
that's still exploitation.
Yeah, exploitation. You know, something horrible has to happen. Something horrible.
Yeah.
So, but regardless, it's not going up, and I guarantee you, people looking at fucking child pornography aren't just looking at naked kids.
Yeah, I know. Chances are they're into really sick shit.
I'm not saying child rape. I'm just saying you're encouraging an industry for child pornography.
Well, if
I'm not trying to say you're.
No,
I'm trying to be diplomatic here because it was Purple Rhymes the Orange channel, and
whose channel was it?
Purple Rhymes the Orange is the Triceratops guy. You probably seen him in the Geek Room chat, or
okay.
I've seen him on.
Yeah, because I noticed Lavender Lady's in there.
Yeah, Lavender Lady's in here. Frustrated Atheist is in here. I don't know who the rest are, but yeah, those guys are in there. They're cool. Or guys and gals, they're in there. They're cool. Just this person right here that I fucking want to kill. Not that I'm going to, or I'm expecting people to. I'm just saying I would not. If this guy stopped breathing, I would not. It might be better for everyone. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. And I mean, I'm hoping he's a troll. But I mean, if they are enthusiasts of this, I mean, you really don't want to think like.
I kind of look at him and
any victims.
I kind of looked at him, and I don't want to stereotype people, but he kind of does look like he's probably down to diddle some kids. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still hoping he's a troll.
Yeah.
You're coming from a bad place. I'm not saying you're coming from, I'm just trying to explain to you why it's not making sense to me. I'm not trying to start a whole thing here.
Yeah.
Okay,
no, I see that, if you create a demand for something, someone's going to supply it if they think they can make money off of it.
Exactly.
Well, okay.
So, as much as I wanted to explode and reach through the computer and strangle this motherfucker, sure facts of what has to happen to create porn. Just porn, not child porn. To create porn, you have to have a consenting adult with another consenting adult, and they have to fuck.
Well, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be just one consenting adult.
I know. I kind of corrected on the.
Yeah,
child
I know.
porn.
I'm just having fun with this.
I know. You have to have a child who cannot consent, and that child, at least one, that's either fuck or do some fucking adult ass shit. Yeah, I kind of corrected it a little bit right there. So to say that fucking child pornography lowers the case of kids getting raped is fucking bonkers. Because in order to have child pornography, you have to have a child to get fucking raped. Because that child can't consent. That's like saying, in order to stop this wildfire, we need to throw more fire on the fire. I'm sorry, it's fucking ridiculous. It makes no fucking sense. And he comes to me, he's like, you do the research. First of all, no, you're not going to. If I type that shit, Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah, that's probably what gives me the idea that he's a troll. Wants you to, if someone's dumb enough to actually type that shit in their computer, yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe how many people actually got mad at me for not doing that.
Yeah, I know that, and again, I'm starting to lean. I'm now leaning hard towards these people are just trolls.
Maybe. Maybe. I hope so. I fucking hope so. That's what I'm saying. It's like I either hope that they're trolls or there's something incredibly fucked up going. So maybe we're shedding light on some fucking horrible new thing that's popping up. Maybe they're just trolls. I hope they're just trolls. I don't want to break this news. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yep. So, and I'll show you that too.
There is a such sexual orientations vary not only by by gender and other things, but and species for that matter, but also
Species.
Mhm.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, this guy's probably been to a few donkey shows in Mexico.
Oh, I know, right? Dude, this guy is the epitome of just fucking ew.
Oh my!
Just
Yeah.
fucking ew. If ew was a fucking person, that's what it would be.
of age. So yeah, some of us like older people, and some of us like younger, and some of us like under 18 but still post-pubescent.
And that's where I thought he was going to start making excuses.
Yeah, that's the Roy Moore
Yeah.
defense.
Well, he doesn't even take the Roy Moore defense. You'll see.
And for those of us that are, those very few of us that are stuck with being attracted to prepubescent children, that's the new gay right now. I mean, if compared with a gay 100 years ago.
What? I've seen this before. I've made a video on it, but it just fucking slaps me in the face every time he says it. That's the new gay. No, it's not.
Yeah, you know, and I'm just looking at the title right now on my on my phone, you know, my message boards, and I'm like, okay, maybe we should maybe not make that a question. Like, is pedophilia wrong?
I'll change it.
We better.
I can change it right now. Let me change that.
Yeah, because that just
spoiler.
that's just.
I'll just add
asking for-
spoiler alert.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm looking at that and I'm like, oh shit, that's
It's
just
not.
that can definitely
Yeah.
put the wrong message out.
It's not. There.
Yeah.
There we go. Bam. That was easy fix. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Yeah. So yeah. So now he's rocking out the persecution. Is this what our society has come down to? Is that we fucking allowed people to feel persecuted, you know, over every little thing.
It's victim culture.
Yeah, and now this is.
But now it's being mocked.
Yeah, but now it's to the extreme. It's
Yeah.
you know now victim culture has fucking landed at the doorsteps of pedophiles and pedophile apologists, and they want to be like, well, we're persecuted too. I mean, in what way is a pedophile really persecuted? Is there a pedophile's only water faucet? Are they only allowed to sit in the back of the bus? You know, like no, you have to put your name on a sexual offenders registry.
Yeah.
So our children, you know, can like not play.
Yeah, and the thing is like the trolls actually did was they tried to attach it to the LGBT movement. So it was like LGBTQ.
And it's what this guy's doing. He's claiming it's a sexual orientation, which it's not. It's a fucking.
I know.
It's a mental disorder. It's a mental disorder. There's nothing natural about wanting to fuck a child. I'm sorry. and if you want to make that fucking argument, go ahead, make that argument. Try to fucking.
Yeah, the Bible makes that argument.
Yeah. And we all know how that fucking sounds. So even if you know, like lions in nature are diddling their young, you know, doesn't make it okay for us to do it. You know, and it's just a persecution complex. And I say in this video, I'm like, dude, you are not the Rosa Parks of fucking kids. You're not. I'm sorry, dude. And I hate to do this. And I held off on making this video for like, I don't know, a month. Because as soon as this video popped, as soon as I had this conversation, I knew eventually I was going to make a video. But because it was Purple Rhymes as Orange's stream, I didn't know if I wanted to or not. But then I saw the next video that we're going to play, and I was like, I got to make this video. I got to. Which is the next video I'm going to play is going to be featured in my next video too as well. But I wanted to get it on here first. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. As you know, this guy's either a troll or, needs to be on some sort of list. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, here is a group, or a guy who runs a group for non-offending pedophiles. So let's check that out.
I am a pedophile. I'm not a monster. I have the traction, but I don't act on it.
Which, let me say this, I have no problem with people who realize they have these urges and don't act on it. But you gotta get help. You gotta get help. Yeah. And you know what? I don't put it all on the pedophile, because if they don't get help, some of it does belong on society. We need to encourage people to, or at least have some sort of way that they can get help without ending up on some sort of freaking sex registry list. You know what I'm saying? Or sex offenders list.
I don't know about that. I mean,
no, actually, not. Yeah, you mentioned it should be on the list.
You probably should be on.
The public does need to know. You're right. You're right about that. Not with that, not on the list, but like without worrying about getting, like, I don't know, killed. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I mean, I think they should just be within. I don't even think, to be honest, I don't even feel comfortable with them in society. I mean, even if they don't act on it, it's kind of like,
no, I agree.
It's like a serial killer or something.
Yeah, or a sociopath.
Killed in 10 years, and all of a sudden something makes him snap, and then guess what? He off his neighbor's head. So you know what? Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, but these are mentally ill people, and I think they do need to be put in a facility to treat the mental illness.
I agree, but at the same time, we need to make it not so scary for them to come out. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. Because if you push these people into hiding and they haven't done anything wrong, they're not going to get help until they do something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Which kind of, I don't know. I don't want to just automatically demonize people, but at the same time, yeah, you probably should not be in the same. You should be, taken away.
I mean,
from
yeah, because
I
actually see, because pedophilia is pretty much you're a predator at that point. You are a predator.
Yeah.
It's not like being gay, where it's a mutual thing.
Yeah,
you're
a risk.
I mean, kids are very impressionable, and a lot of young kids, they don't even know what it is. They don't even know what's going on.
And also, am I supposed to just take this guy's word for it that he's a non-offending pedophile? Am I supposed to just take his word for it? But like, oh well, he just said it. It's fine. I don't know what he hasn't been caught with. I don't know what he's.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you don't know if he's actually used material.
Yeah, does he use child pornography? Does he? I mean, there's a lot of things that he could be doing that's shady and should be scrutinized and should be probably either locked up or at least taken to a facility that can treat him.
I mean, yeah, but it was like, I think it reminds me of what Destiny made the argument for. He said he made the argument for ethical child porn. Which, yeah, that got him a lot of shit.
You can't have those two words together in the same sentence. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there is no such thing.
Yeah, you can't.
I mean, the closest thing is probably lolicon, but
no, even that.
I mean, I don't know. I'm very uneasy about
because there's the side of the there's both sides of the pornography. There's the picture side and there's the person and what you're using it for.
I mean, the thing is like the YouTuber Louis Lavaw.
No.
He's like one of those Sargon acolytes.
No, I don't know.
Okay, well, I mean, he's like one of these guys that he's argued with Sargon and Count Dankula about it.
Yeah,
and he actually says that there it is that lolicon, because he argues that lolicon, that since it's a drawing, there is no actual victim. and he says that it is a part of an expression of free speech.
The victim is the person who reads that, who is, instead of getting their problem addressed, is now getting their problem reinforced. That's the
but you know what I mean. But the thing is, the whole point of child porn being bad is the fact that it victimizes a child.
Yes.
That's
that's not the whole. I don't want to say that's the whole point.
That's what makes it really bad.
I don't want to say the whole point because that's like 99% of it. But there is one thing that where if someone's looking at child porn, it's reinforcing that bad habit. It's like if you bring a bucket of KFC around a fat person, and you give them some, that's reinforcing that habit. I'm not saying, God, I probably just pissed off fat people all across the internet. My bad. But
but this is a debate that's still going on. I mean, just because there is no actual victim, there is no physical victim.
I'm not saying that there is
with lolicon, that it should be permitted.
There still is a victim, though. There's the person reading it.
Well, I mean, but that doesn't fly really. I mean, if they're actually an enthusiast and actually want to look at that, I mean, I don't know why, but
then they should I'm sorry, they should. Bye. Have fun on your 20-year vacation in jail. Yeah, okay, let's watch this video. A virtuous pedophile. Once again, two words that don't belong together. Todd Nickerson wrote an online essay in which describes his life as a virtuous pedophile.
I am Todd Nickerson. I'm a non-offending pedophile. I have never, ever sexually abused a child. I never will. I do not look at child porn. I never will. I obey the laws. I respect the laws. I respect society's position on this. I understand it and agree with it. I am part of one of the most hated groups of society. No question about it.
For good cause. I'm sorry. If he's going to start making the whole, you're like, we're persecuted bullshit. Yeah, it's for good cause. I'm sorry. Some people deserve to be persecuted. And people who fuck kids, or even those who don't fuck kids, need to fucking be known to the world. I'm not saying that this guy should be persecuted. People who fuck kids should be persecuted, for sure. But this guy definitely, I would like to know if he lived in my town or he lived next door to me.
Yeah, I think he should be within a facility to treat the condition.
Yeah, should be in a facility. And the fact that he's running around, because he's a non-offending pedophile now, and he says he never will be. But I'm not taking his word for it.
We are the scapegoats du jour. If you look at history, there's always one minority.
Oh, he must be a priest.
Mm-hmm. They got the cross. I mean, that's a shout out to Christianity right there.
Right.
That seems to be the one that everybody kind of persecutes, and I think we're it. I'm campaigning for better treatment of people like me. We're non-offending pedophiles. Not all pedophiles are child molesters, and not all child molesters are pedophiles.
I'm sorry, but I don't think he would get a chance to molest anyone.
I don't know.
There's this weird guy with a fucking hook for a hand. I don't think any kid's coming up to that guy.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of looks like one too.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, I don't want to do stereotype, but god damn, making it hard, bro.
Pedophile, strictly speaking, is just somebody who has the sexual attraction to children. They may act on it, they may not. Pedophiles come from all walks of life. We come from all sorts of economic backgrounds, different occupations, and we look like everybody else.
That's the thing that's interesting about it, is that there is really no group or anything that kind of, links pedophiles together. You could be from any economic background or anywhere, it's just it's just something that just is universally rampant through all fucking walks of life. Not rampant, but
probably the most common job would be a job that is around kids.
Yeah, probably.
Like, I mean, the Disney scandal
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, like Disney had like, or Disneyland, or it was Disney World. I can't remember, but they had like a lot of pedophiles being dressing up as the Disney characters.
Was this Disneyland or Disney World?
I can't remember which one it
I hope
was.
it's not
but-
Disneyland because I take my kids there all the time. Oh,
Yeah, so I mean, you might want to look it up, but yeah, I mean, chances are the people that are in the Pluto suit or the Goofy suit, Mickey suit, yeah.
Pluto, is that your
They-
tail? Nope. Oh God. Yeah, at least the video's working. At least the audio's working today. That's
Mhm.
it.
Like, there are a lot of teachers and people that, you know, who do work with kids, but I think most of us
I made your
just
point right
hold
there.
regular jobs.
How would you say you managed to control your sexual urges?
A lot of people think that if you're attracted to kids that you have some kind of like unusual degree of urge to go out and, you know, attack kids, and it's not like that. Most people, you know, when they see somebody that they're attracted to, do they automatically think, oh, I want to jump on them and have sex with them? So it's the same with us. It's just, you know, we just happen to be attracted to kids.
Gross.
Yeah.
I was always attracted
Yeah,
to him. He
that's-
looks like the bad guy from Green Lantern.
Oh my God, yes, he does. That's scary.
That's how Jordan fucked you up that bad, man.
What age groups are you attracted to?
I would say it probably starts about 4 years old, and
Oh.
then goes up into early 20s, late teens, early 20s, and it kind of peaks at about like
Why don't you just cut it off at late teens, early 20s? If you're attracted, if that's a group that you're attracted to,
If they're
just
past
cut it
18,
off right there. Yeah,
Just
just
past 18, they're no longer kids.
yeah, just cut it off right there. Just be like, you know what? I'm gonna not, you know, I'll think about this hot 18-year-old girl instead. I mean, there you go. Well, I understand it's probably more black and white than that. Or shades of gray. You know, in that argument. But I'm just saying, I'm like, dude, I mean, I see this guy and I can tell he's alone. I'm like, dude, you need to, you know, cut your hair, maybe hit up the gym a little bit. I mean, I know I'm no one to talk, but I'm just saying, if I was this guy and then talk to some hot young girls, you're hot 18-year-old girls, you know, that's fine. You know, fucking.
Well, it's still a little weird.
I agree. I'm just trying to make the best out of a
Yeah,
bad
I mean,
situation.
yeah, I understand what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make the best of a bad situation. If this guy finds himself in that situation, but he still has that little shred of fucking legality in the low 18 or 18-year-old to like mid 20s, then yeah, work on that, dude. You can do it. I believe in you. You know, stop looking like such a weirdo. Maybe I don't know what you do about the arm, but you can make a cool story. You say I lost it, you know, while changing the tire on my truck or something. I don't know, something good. Who the fuck is messaging me? I can't you. Oh, my brother. He just woke up. That's cool. Thanks, Josh. All right.
like 9, 10 years old.
This belonging to internet forums, the part of the majority of members were in favor of legalizing sexual contact with my. See, there's always. That's exactly what he really wants. You know what I'm saying? Did you read what he said? Part of internet forums that are pushing to get child sexual contact with children legalized. It's like, no, that's what you're trying. That's what he really wants to do. He wants to legalize it. And that is just as not bad as, if not worse, because now you're fucking with society, you know? And that's why this needs to be brought to light, because there are groups that fucking think this is okay. There are groups out there that think it's perfectly dandy if they snatch up your kid and fuck them. Perfectly think it's okay. No. This needs to be brought to light. Oh, Bigsy Bomb says it's disgusting. Yeah, I agree. And it does need to be brought to light. And, you know, I actually got a few people on Twitter telling me, it's like, why does this even need to be said? Because just like when people thought flat earthers were fucking a fringe group of fucking people who, you know, were just stupid and just spouting their bullshit on you know, these random forums and shit. This could be the next flat Earth movement.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's gonna get too far though. 'Cause
I
there's
hope not. I fucking
there's
hope
like
not.
extreme hatred on both
But
sides for
just
this.
in
But I think
case it is, I'm gonna tell you. I'll be the first to tell you that I fucking sat here and we watched it here on the YouTube Content Creators Association. Fucking sprout its first bit of sprout its roots, and it's fucking disgusting that this is even a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I have seen it, because it was a few years ago with Milo Yiannopoulos on Drunken Peasants that I first started seeing apologetics for this shit. But then it stopped after Milo got fucking outed on Bill Maher. Not Bill Maher, after he was on Bill Maher. And then fucking, but then
he got outed. He got outed before the Republican or CPAC.
But then last month I was in that chat room, or in that Google Hangout, and then like a week ago I run into this fucking video, and it just seems to be cropping up. It's just cropping up, and we got to pull the weeds before they fucking take over. I'm sorry. So I'm not saying that this is a definite movement that's happening. I'm just saying I don't want it to be, and I'm here right now to say this needs to fucking stop, and these people need to be stomped out. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 100% agreed.
Yeah. I desperately to be friends with people who shared my sexual orientation.
Sexual
orientation again.
Bullshit.
Sexual orientation. This is what we have fucking come down to. And I hate to fucking bash on the fucking LGBT, not LGBT, excuse me. What am I? The SJW community. I hate to bash on them because, everyone fucking does it. But this is what it's come down to. Okay? Fucking, we want to label everything something super progressive, and now we got pedophiles saying this. What's your sexual orientation? So when you let people fucking feel
but again, I think that's part of the troll campaign.
I know, but the thing is, but you let people feel persecuted for every little thing. Don't get fucking mad when fucking every little thing, when not every little thing is so fucking great. It's like, oh yeah, I'm persecuted for this and persecuted for that, and then the fucking child, and everyone's like, okay, that's fine. And then the child predators come out and go, I'm persecuted too. Don't fucking get mad when they take advantage of that shit. I'm sorry. You can't have your cake and eat it too. It's just how it is. So that's the culture we're running into. Is that SJW culture has led to we have to accept everybody. So literally, we have to accept everybody. Or at least people are taking advantage of that. So, I'm sorry. I'm probably going to get smashed all over the comments for that. Who knows? I don't care, because this is the fucking repercussions of not saying anything about it. That's the repercussions. It's people like this starting up movements to fucking legalize fucking sexual contact with kids. Fuck him. Fuck these people.
I'm a political activist for Virtuous Pedophiles, which is a forum that I belong to. I'm out, talking to the media and things, and basically making the case for VerPed.
Who's giving them a fucking platform? What media empire is like, you know what, let's interview this fucking
The forum
pedophile.
is devoted to helping pedophiles who do not want to offend. There are approximately a few thousand members. We have people who do feel guilty, deal with shame, and we try to help them get past that because, they didn't choose their sexuality, as long as they're not.
Be proud of your pedophilia ways. Oh, damn. They should have a pride parade right next to the straight pride parade. Pedophile pride. Woo!
Not acting on it, and they're devoted to doing the right thing. Our philosophy is there's no reason to feel guilty for that. We can talk about books or movies or music or whatever, just basically it's just a hangout spot, kind of an all.
I guarantee you that's not what. That is not what they're talking about on those phones. Yes, Big Z's got a fake hand. I don't know how he lost it. Shit. But what do you say? Use the fundamental Christian. Best on Christians must team up against them. Fundamental Christians are half of them, dude. But yeah, I'm not gonna linger on.
Yeah,
this
most of
video.
them are Catholic priests.
Yeah, that's true. I just find it, interesting because I hear what this guy is saying, but the whole time I'm just screaming bullshit. It sounds like bullshit when it's coming out of his mouth. It's like, oh yeah, we're just on this forum to talk about, sports and games and, music and shit. No, you don't go to a pedophile forum to talk about that shit. I'm sorry. That's not what you're talking about, okay? Now, if you're actual legit resource to giving help, well, maybe it shouldn't be you. Maybe there should be a resource out there that's not run by other pedophiles. Because obviously, your methods aren't working for you. So maybe you should go, I don't know, talk to a fucking psychiatrist.
Yeah. So I mean, there's this whole thing with Alex Jones right now, and this
Yeah.
and apparently there was CP involved with like on his electronic paperwork or something, because apparently some people sent child porn to Infowars, and then that Alex Jones just handed off the raw files and didn't even bother checking them. And he handed them off to the
yeah. Well, I don't know what to think about that because I don't know the entire story, and even if I did, I would want to wait to find till the court filings.
I mean, I got to admit, I admit, I was kind of like hoping because like Alex Jones got caught with the trans porn on his phone.
Yeah, I know, right?
And I was like, oh man, if Alex Jones was a pedo, that would be the end of him.
Oh, it would be. No, well, maybe not. A lot of these. He probably just do a Trump tactic. He'd be like, "Oh, that wasn't me," and then fucking just be like,
"Yeah, but I
fake news, fake news."
But I don't know. I don't know if they would go so far as to defend an actual pedo, though.
They did with Roy Moore.
I mean, true that. Yeah, true that. They actually.
You think Republicans give a shit about my
believed that the allegations were true and still defended them. So guess what? You might be right.
Fucking Donald Trump could fuck a baby on national television, and just be like, "Well, it's fake news, man.
Tell you,
Photoshop."
Well, and there was actually allegations that Donald Trump raped a 13-year-old girl on Jeffrey Epstein's plane.
I wouldn't be surprised, but
yeah, because
then again, until there's definitive proof, I'm not commenting because. I don't want. I see labels be thrown out at people for all the, and then when the labels backfire, it makes the person who threw them out look like shit.
Yeah, but there is a lot of evidence of Trump's associations with Jeffrey Epstein. That's
I agree.
Pretty extensive.
It's just so hard to keep up with Trump. It's just so hard. It's just there's like a million fucking scandals, and I can't keep track of them all. Anyone could make accusations. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's Bigsy Bomb. I agree. So, you want to watch a little bit more of this video? Because I got one more video. It's a TED Talk after this.
Nah, I'm kind of sick of this guy.
Yeah, I'm sick of him from the second we started. So okay, so yeah, let's TED Talk. It was like a 13-minute long video. Not that one. Like a 13-minute long video. I'm probably not going to watch all of it, but yeah. Though, furthermore, I'm not saying that this is a horrible video to watch, or there are some points being made that kind of make sense, but then again, they're just not good enough for me. They're good points, but not good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, apparently this video caused some backlash too. This TED Talk.
Let me tell you about Jonas. Jonas is 19 years old. He studies law in Munich. In his spare time, he likes to play soccer.
I suck her.
Jonas has a secret which he thinks he cannot share with anyone, not even with his best friend or with his parents. He's just too afraid of anger, rejection, and repulsion. Jonas knows that he has to suppress his sexual drive for his entire life. And he also knows that there will never be a loving and fulfilling partnership that he can enter. Because Jonas is a pedophile.
Dun dun dun. I once got lost in a TED talk about flags. Yes, that talks to be good. Yeah, but Jonas, pedophile, can't have a loving relationship. Yes, you can. You can have a loving relationship even if you are a pedophile. You can still find someone of legal age that you know, can at least, have some mutual respect or appreciation for, you know. I don't know. Hi, Prometheus.
How's it going?
All right, just making sure you're alive. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, we haven't even started the actual
Well,
talk yet.
Well, I was just saying is like you can have a loving relationship even if you are a pedophile that with someone legal age.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, look, I don't know. I mean, it's, I do not even know how to think. Like, I mean, can they? I'm not sure. I mean, but then the opposition will easily throw back like, oh well, you could force a gay man to marry a woman and all that bullshit.
Well, I'm not saying force. I'm just saying you can't. I'm not saying.
Oh yeah, but that's the counter argument they're going to throw in your face.
Then I just be like, well, no one's saying anything about force. I'm just saying you can. A gay person can have that relationship too. Doesn't mean that they should or they have to. You know what I'm saying? But then again, a gay person's not fucking a kid. I mean,
yeah, I know. So because that's exactly how this trolling campaign is working. That's
Big C Bomb says, "Oh no, Jonas can't put his pee-pee in a kid. What a shame." I agree. That's a horrible shame.
He's only attracted to female children between the ages of 6 and 12 years. But since he's aware of the consequences for the children, he has never given in to his sexual drive.
That's why Jonas is a sack of shit. Because the only reason he doesn't do it is because of consequences. You shouldn't do it just because it's wrong.
Well, yeah, but I think what she was saying is because he knows the consequences of how dangerous it is for the girls. And that's why he
maybe that's
act
what
on
they're
it.
saying. What she means, but that's
but I'm just kind of surprised that so many people are still there in that room.
Oh yeah,
like.
Yeah, I agree.
What is pedophilia? And what is it not? In the ICD-10, the International Classification System for Illnesses, pedophilia is coded as the sexual preference for pre-adolescent children. It is listed under the sexual disorders. Whether the persistent occurrence of
Now I want you to remember that that definition she gave, the preference for children.
Mm-hmm.
So, because she's gonna make because I listened to this before we went on air, but she's gonna make a different a point that kind of makes, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me, but I'll point out my grievances with it when we get to it.
Sexual thoughts and feelings for pre-adolescent children have been acted upon or not is not relevant to the diagnosis. Like every other sexual orientation, pedophilia can have different characteristics. For example, it can be heterosexual, it can be homosexual, bisexual. Some pedophiles are exclusively attracted to children. Others are not exclusively attracted to children, but they're also sexually interested in adults. But their main sexual interest lies within children. Only if this main sexual interest is given, we talk about pedophilia. The vast majority of all pedophiles are men, about 99%.
Fucking men, I knew it. Fucking men. I don't know if I trust that number so much. Is that all known pedophiles? Is that or reported pedophiles? Because I would say it is disproportionately high for men overall, about 99%. I think that's a little bit.
Yeah, but the sad thing is, it's here's an interesting factoid here. Like there's sort of like almost like a cultural celebration of when women teachers sleeping with their like young students. I mean, there's always this
nice
culture of like the South Park's
nice.
And I mean, they even made there's that Adam Sandler movie.
Oh
about it. That's my boy.
Oh
man.
Oh god, that movie sucks.
Abortion of a film.
Oh god, it's horrible. Almost as bad as Jack and Jill.
Oh no, Jack and Jill is it is a class A dumpster fire.
Oh, I thought you were going somewhere else with it. I was like, you better not say class A movie. I will disown you.
No.
Like Prometheus.
Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill deserves to never be seen by human eyes.
Yeah, we should just bury it along with all the game cartridges for the Atari. Yeah. So yeah, let's back to this boring ass lady. God, she's so fucking monotone.
Within the male population, 1 to 2% are considered to be pedophiles. This translates to about 60 million people worldwide.
Gross.
This is as much as the population of Italy or of South Africa. Therefore, pedophilia is not an irrelevant phenomenon we can't simply ignore. Chances every one of you knows at least one pedophile are higher than that you don't know anyone. We haven't found out yet why pedophilia occurs. There are biological, social, and psychological factors to it. It occurs unrelated to social economical status and unrelated
This is the point I was making earlier.
to educational level. So generally speaking, anyone could be born a pedophile. It is crucial to understand the difference between pedophilia and child sexual abuse, which is illegal and must always be. Pedophilia.
So this is where I want you to remember that definition she gave. Pedophiles are people who prefer sexual contact with children. So she's about to say something that doesn't make sense to me.
Is only the sexual preference for pre-adolescent children.
She just fucking changed it. You remember? She changed it. It went from prefer to only. Which is it? And I don't think it's only. I think you can be a pedophile and like a good 30-year-old pussy as well. I mean,
yeah, she even said that earlier. That there's some that are actually like they prefer kids, but they also prefer like adults. So
So she has just changed the definition, and watch.
And again, the thing is, it has been socialized into religion because let's remember the age for like a boy's bar mitzvah is 13, and a girl's bat mitzvah is 12.
Yeah. So I'm just saying she changed it to fit her narrative, and you'll see what I mean.
Yeah. Okay, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead. You're good.
No, you.
The difference between child sexual abuse and pedophilia becomes very obvious when we look at scientific studies. Think about it for yourself. What do you think? What percentage of child molesters are pedophiles?
Well, according to your first definition, 100%.
Yeah. I
Have
mean,
a guess.
Yeah.
100. I'm gonna say 100%.
You're,
Yeah, but the
It will
chances are we're
surprise-
wrong. We're wrong somehow.
yep. It will surprise you.
Is it 20%, 40, 60, maybe even 80%? In fact, scientific studies indicate that only 20 to 30% of all child molesters are pedophiles.
What scientific studies? Where? By what definition? By what definition? The one that you gave or the one that you changed?
Yeah, and it just absolutely makes no sense. I mean, how like so few of them, such a low percentage. I mean, that makes no sense to me.
I would give you some wiggle room, maybe, for the occasional, I tripped and fell and landed on this kid wrong, story.
Well, or there has been it has been cases where the people have like fake IDs.
Yeah.
But that's like for more pubescent.
Yeah, that's more post-pubescent.
I mean, that's technically, I believe it's called hebephilia.
Yeah. There's people been tricked. I will give you wiggle room for shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I will give you maybe like 90% or maybe even 85%. But fucking 20 to 30% is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's got to be 100.
Yeah, well, besides those those stories that we mentioned, but but those are probably in our own class, they probably don't even belong in this class, or maybe they should be in or not. I don't know. So that makes no sense. She changed, like I said. You see what I said there? She fucking changed the definition to fit her narrative.
Mm-hmm.
The vast majority of perpetrators are not pedophiles, but they're sexually interested in adults. Children.
She said that's what a pedophile could be.
Can easily become victims of child sexual abuse because of their loyalty and because of ease of access. For example, a stepfather might abuse a stepdaughter because he feels anger or jealousy towards her mother.
So what she's saying is ease of access is bad. Okay, so
yeah. Yeah, now but she does bring up something interesting. Some of these, like a lot of these these people they're victims of abuse.
Yeah.
And that sometimes triggers a little bit of a transformation of their own. Like they suddenly think it's okay, or that's what's normal in their minds.
I agree
that suddenly
that can have a factor, and that is overall shitty for those people. But still, it's not an excuse.
Yeah. But I mean,
I agree.
It does create like some type of sympathy for what they went through.
Well,
but
if we're exploring
if they act on it, then they're
if we're exploring the causation, that makes sense. But that shouldn't affect policy, because a pedophile is still a pedophile, still going to do pedophile things, regardless of what their past is. And I understand, it sucks that happens to people, and maybe we should work on preventing that. Yes, agree 100%. We should work on preventing people from or kids from being abused. Let's start now. But let's watch this more, because oh god, she's so boring. Prometheus, she's so boring.
I agree.
Not every pedophile abuses children. And not everyone who abuses children is a pedophile. Differentiating between these two groups is essential.
It's not about that. It's about protecting children from potential
harm. Let me be very
harm.
clear here. Abusing children is wrong without any doubt. But a pedophile who doesn't abuse children has done nothing.
Probably should have started with that.
Yeah, that probably would have been a better start.
I mean, yeah, just like literally, like how it's like nearly it's nearly 6 minutes in, and that's when she finally says, "Oh yeah, it's wrong, by the way."
Yeah. By the way, let me clarify something. It's not about most of my thing is it's not about punishing people for their urges. It's about protecting children. Okay?
It's about not normalizing it.
Yeah. And I don't care if it is convenient for them or not. My children and children in general have priority. Okay? They do. I'm sorry. You're the grown up, you can take it. The kids can't.
Yeah, I
I've
mean,
got a better
the
time.
problem is that is someone's kid.
Yeah. You know? He's a Monster Energy drink. She talks like, agreed. There'd be a perfect time for a fucking ad right here for Monster Energy.
Yeah. Do you give boring speeches about pedophilia? Then take a Monster drink.
Oh, no, she's like, oh, you're justifying pedophilia again? Oh, you need a Snickers. You get all crazy when you're hungry.
Yeah, you get all creepy.
All creepy, yeah.
I want to quickly summarize where we are at the moment. According to current research, pedophilia is an unchangeable sexual orientation, just like, for example, heterosexuality. No one chooses to be a pedophile.
It's not
No one can cease being
a
one.
sexual
The difference-
orientation. It is a mental disability. Okay? I'm sorry. And that may sound callous. It may sound mean. It sound like I don't have sympathy. I do. I fucking do. I understand I don't have a problem with you having a mental disorder. But the first step is to admit it. If you're not going to fucking sit here and tell these people what you have is a mental disorder, you're not doing them a service. You're not. Because then they can't fucking tell, because then they tell themselves, like, no, it's perfectly natural. I don't need no help. It's like when you tell, once again, I'm going to go to the fat person analogy. It's like when you tell a fat person, oh, no, honey, being 600 pounds is sexy as fuck. You sexy girl, you just a little thick. You're not helping. You're not. You're enabling. Stop enabling bad behavior. Stop enabling this shit. It's, you're taking out one pedophile who has done nothing wrong, and you're just putting ideas in his head that it's perfectly okay, natural and okay. And eventually, he's not going to get the help that he deserves, and then it's just going to bottle up, and then he's just going to explode all over some little kids. Oh, I should not have said that. That was horrible. But you know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
Maybe I'm just a little too animated right.
Yeah.
Monster Energy drink, release the beast, like what she is doing to people's emotion.
And other sexual orientations is that living out this sexual orientation will end in a disaster. So let's think about Jonas again.
Oh,
How
Jonas.
can we help him not to cause such a disaster?
Chemical castration?
How can we
No.
help him not to live out his sexual urges?
I'm joking.
How can we prevent child sexual abuse?
By telling people that Jonas has the potential to fuck their kids. I'm sorry. That's the only way to do it. I mean, there's other ways to do it, but that's the best way to do it. It's to let parents have the fucking opportunity and the tools to keep their kids safe.
Scientific studies indicate that one of the strongest predictors for child sexual abuse committed by pedophiles is social isolation. People who can't tell anyone that they're pedophiles logically won't get any help. For example, they can't tell their friends that they can't go to the beach because children in swimsuits might be there as well. They can't get support for situations they might not control entirely. And they can never be completely frank with someone else.
Just hearing a bunch of excuses. That's all I'm hearing. If you hear my dog in the background, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's like they can't. Well, yes, you can. You'd be like, look, I have a problem. I haven't acted on this problem. I want help. You can find someone to listen to. You gotta find a psychiatrist or something. You know, you could go to that creepy guy in the video before his form or whatever. But fucking, you can find help. You can find help.
Yeah, but what she's asserting right now is that
there's no help.
they can't they can't change the orientation.
Well, that's still
change the mental disorder.
Well, you need to find help regardless. I don't care. You gotta do something. You gotta do something proactive, because you're not doing anything proactive. You're not letting people know that there's an issue. And then when it fucking explodes into a huge disaster, that's your fault. Okay? But you need to prevent that disaster by any means necessary. And yes, I agree. You may not be able to change that about yourself. But the point is, you need to be able to accept the realization of what what you feel may be bad, and that you need to do everything in your power to fucking prevent a negative outcome. And if you don't do that, that's on you. I'm sorry.
We can make.
But we also. Oh, sorry.
He's committed by pedophilia.
But on the other note, we as a society probably should increase resources available to these people to do that. That's something I agree with. I've had talked to you about on that same live stream with the frustrated atheist, because we were talking about it after that whole conversation. I was like, yeah, we just need to. We should destigmatize it a little bit, so people can feel comfortable to get help, and then give them more resources to get help. That's just my opinion. That I think that would be helpful.
Pedophiles is social isolation.
Yeah, I already saw
a
that.
Preference alone. Someone who's lonely and excluded from society has little to lose and is at much higher risk to commit a crime, like, for example, child sexual abuse. We can make.
I'm sorry, you got a lot to lose if you're a pedophile and you end up in jail. You got a lot to lose.
Feel that he stays a valuable member of our society, although he's a pedophile.
All right, I'm gonna skip to the end right here.
I felt anger and disgust about pedophiles.
Yeah, fuck, I don't care. All right, that's pretty much.
Yeah. It's funny that they told you to do the research, and here you are, like, just with a bunch of different videos.
Well,
talking about the subject.
Well, they still retarded. I had to.
Yeah, I know.
But I didn't do it for me. I did it because I felt like it'd be a good show.
Oh yeah.
And I felt like it was. It was a little bit of passion, a little bit of a knowledge being spread.
Yeah, you were definitely animated this time.
Oh yeah. A little bit of a knowledge being spread around. I like doing these episodes where there's a single topic, kind of like how DFF does it. There's a single topic, and they just kind of
usually but they're topics. So I think it's like 15 or 20 minutes, or probably even 10 minutes.
No, they actually do full episodes on one topic. I remember they did like a 2-hour stream on the Waco shooting by itself, or Waco massacre.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I only watched the clips. I haven't watched the podcast.
Big Z Bomb says, "Man, that was quite a ride." Hey, glad you like it, Big Z. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe we should just do more episodes like this, where it's just like, hey, we talk about one thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be like a homework assignment for us. Be like, okay, one week I pick a topic, next week you pick a topic. If you want to do that, you're like, one week I pick a topic, next week you pick a topic.
Yeah, all right.
We could do that. Be kind of fun. Yeah, but yeah. So hopefully we'll be able to do the show more often now that my voice is not all destroyed for a year straight. We should play Yu-Gi-Oh next time. No, I ain't playing fucking Yu-Gi-Oh. I'd rather fucking
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I still have my old deck.
I never had one because Pokemon way better. Yu-Gi-Oh. No.
Yeah, I had.
Why don't we just go full nerd and just do Magic?
No, I never played Magic. I only did the only card game I did. I did do Pokemon back when I was. I believe I was like 11 or 12.
I had a lieutenant that would make me go out after we got off work, and we were in Iraq, and after we got off our shift, we would go back to his chew, and he'd be like, "Hey, you're gonna play Magic with me?" I'm like, "No, I'm not." He's like, "Yes, you are." I'm like, "No." He's like, "Burn, you're gonna do what I say." I'm like, "I'm not going back to your fucking room to play Magic with you on my off time, sir. I don't care." I was like, "You got a problem with it? Well, fine." And he write it in my counseling statement, and then I'll have the commander check it out. But yeah, Rob is better than us, evidently. I'm not better. I'm just better in that one particular area of being awesome. And yes, I'm probably better. Still, I am the epitome of man. The epitome! Look at these rolls! Rolls! There's nothing more manly than my man titties and my stomach rolls. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us on today's episode of the YouTube Content Creators Association podcast. I'm your host, the Atheist Veteran, telling you to fuck off.
And I'm telling you, I'm Prometheus the Prophet, and I'm telling you, don't diddle any kids.
Don't diddle kids. Don't do it.
Yeah. And signing off.